If you missed Bitcoin and Ethereum, these two cryptos I'm going to speak about today are your best chance. In my opinion, are the only two crypto projects that have the same potential as something like Bitcoin and Ethereum. And in today's video, I'm going to speak about those. So let's start with the first one. So first of all, this is the terminal I built for investors and traders. And in this terminal, you have information about crypto, macro, stock market, basically everything, every single thing in one place. So the first project is Tau BitTensor. So Tau and Hype, those are the two that I think have the most potential in this cycle. So first of all, let's start with Hyperliquid. So the chart actually looks good. We had a pretty big drawdown from 60 to 20, 65. But as you can see, we already recovered 83%. So Hyperliquid is looking really, really good. It's one of the few cryptos that are actually bullish against Bitcoin. So when you look at most charts against Bitcoin, they are down. Bitcoin outperformed 99.9% of the altcoins since inception. Hyperliquid is, I think, the only project at the moment that's actually making higher highs and lower highs against Bitcoin. As you can see, this chart is quite good. Higher high, lower high, another higher high, lower high, another higher high. So the chart is amazing. Hyperliquid is a decentralized Binance and Coinbase, but it's transparent, it's really, really fast. You can trade not only crypto, stocks, commodities, you're gonna have the integration with Polymarket, and you'll be able to bet as well. So it's the house of all finance, as the founders usually say. The team is world-class and the product works. They are also making 80 to 100 million a month, and this is only a 1.5 year project. So in my opinion, this is one of the best risk rewards. I think this is like the Solana of the cycle. And the chart looks really good. If for some reason we have correction, this is a pretty good demand zone forming on the weekly. So between $33 and $30, I think around $30, I think Hyperliquid is going to sustain. Bitcoin has been really strong, actually, even with all this chaos, with this war between Israel, Iran, USA. Hyperliquid has been one of the strongest. So the chart looks really good. If we look at the trend, as you can see, the trend is bullish for the first time in a while. Also on the daily, as you can see, showing the blue color shows bullish momentum, and we are breaking above this key level. So this is the level that we need to look for Hype. We are currently at this key resistance, as you can see here. If we start closing above this, I think definitely Hyperliquid goes again to 40s and even 50s. So that's the levels I'm looking at for Hyperliquid. In terms of momentum indicator, we are getting to oversold. And we should expect some kind of correction when Hype maybe gets between 45 to 50, around there. We could have a correction. That correction will provide another really good buying opportunity. So Hype is my first project. I think has potential to be top 5. I think it's really disruptive. It's the first decentralized exchange. They're making a lot of money, and that's actually very important. You have most cryptocurrencies that don't make any kind of money. Hyperliquid makes more money than Ethereum and Solana. And it's 1.5 year project, so lots of potential. They have institutional backing as well, world-class team. So the chart looks amazing, not only against Bitcoin, but also against Ethereum. It's pretty strong. Like when you look at this, as you can see, it's a really strong chart of Hype against Ethereum. So definitely one of my biggest convictions, and this is my number one conviction. Hyperliquid is my second, is Tau BitTensor. So Tau BitTensor, I think it's one of the best risk rewards in crypto, because it takes the best of artificial intelligence and combines with crypto. So crypto brings transparency and decentralization. Tau BitTensor is bringing that using artificial intelligence. Tau is like Bitcoin meets AI. Instead of having the computational power being used just to secure the network, with Tau BitTensor you actually use that compute to solve real world problems. With the power of incentivization, you can solve any problem in the world. Anyone in the world can join Tau, they can provide value, and they are rewarded in Tau tokens. So I think it's a pretty good idea. It's the only project that does this. They have 128 subnets. Some of them are world class. Actually, a few days ago, Templar, one of the biggest subnets on Tau, proved that they can train a 72 billion parameter model in a decentralized way. This was never possible, or thinking that was possible before. This is one case. You have so many other cases like Shoots, like Vanta. You have really world-class subnets, and in the future you're going to have many more. So for me, this is one of the most interesting projects. Tokenomics are same like Bitcoin. There were no VCs behind the scenes. The team is also world-class, really, really smart people. And you have so many different subnets, so many quality ones that I think honestly this has the same potential as something like Bitcoin. AI is the most disruptive technology we ever had, and Tau BitTensor is in my opinion, the best combination between crypto and AI. So in terms of chart, it's starting to look better. Along with Hyperliquid, is one of the best altcoins at the moment. When I look at this chart, definitely it's starting to break out. As you can see, we have this trend line here and we are breaking out. I think the next level for Tau, or the two next levels, are this supply zone here, where we can have some kind of resistance, and the level where I see most resistance is this one here. So here is a lot of resistance, as you can see. So around 300 is where I expect some kind of move down, but overall I think we are breaking out and things are starting to look better. So the fact that Tau is showing strength in a situation like this is really, really good, and I think it's going to continue. So these are the two projects for me, have the same potential as Bitcoin and Ethereum, and in this cycle these are my two best risk rewards. If I had to add a third one, I would add Zcash, because Zcash is the only privacy token. It's like Bitcoin but private, so I also think this has a lot of potential. But if I had to say two, Tau and Hype, and if I had to add a third one, I would add Zcash.